back to my YouTube channel. I am Melissa Sledz, excited once again to be with you. Today I wanted to talk about sacrificing now to reap the rewards later. This is a concept you may have heard, you gotta pay the price up front in full, especially as an entrepreneur. There's a lot that goes into the beginning few years, the first decade of getting things off the ground, and quite often we need to give up something to get, and maybe that's down the road. And so I wanted to share a story with you near and dear to my heart. It's my dad, and check out his story. This is my dad, Malcolm, and this story is incredible. Dad, tell us your story.
Well, I left home at 16 years old. I came to Calgary to get a job, and of course every young fellow that gets a job wants to spend his money. So I bought a couple clunker cars for the first couple go-arounds, and then by the time I was 19 years old, I decided I was going to step up. So I went and bought myself a 5-year-old Alfa Romeo 1750 Spider, and I was just in love with this little red convertible. Drove it around for the summer, and about a year later, my father-in-law, who I was working for at the time, I was apprenticing as a bricklayer, said to me, "That car's not real practical. Maybe you need a truck to drive my stuff around." I went and bought myself a truck and sold a little Alfa Romeo, and that was in 1977. So then all these years later, I worked with the company and for the company for 44 years. In the fall, we just returned from a bike trip out for dinner, and my lovely wife, Serena, Melissa's mother, said, "I have a surprise for you." We went to the Sledz garage, and there was a cover over, obviously it was a car. We pulled the cover back, exactly the same car. Alfa Romeo 1969 red Spider, mint condition. The story is that she's been shopping for 5 years for this car for me for a retirement gift, and found the right people and the right places that brought the car in from Ontario, had it completely restored, put it in the garage, gave it to me. Best gift ever.
I just love that story. It's incredible to see. It's not about the car, it's not about the material item, it's more about the concept of understanding that you may give up something now, but man, if you just hang on and you work hard and you do all that you can, we can achieve maybe something that we give up in the beginning, down the road. I know I have friends in business that have given up golf. Maybe they have a passion for a certain sport. They give up in the beginning, and then, down the road when they see success and they start to earn the income that they need and their business is off the ground and running efficiently, they go back to what they used to love to do. And this is just such a great story. And if you haven't yet seen the Marshmallow Test, look it up. It's incredible. It was a study that was done with children, and they put kids in a room and they gave them a plate and they put a marshmallow on it. And they said, "I'm going to leave the room, and if you don't eat the marshmallow by the time I come back, I'll give you 2 marshmallows." And then they leave and they video them, and they have these cameras watching what these kids will do. And it's amazing. It's just that concept of the instant gratification. If I eat that marshmallow right now, I get the marshmallow, but if I wait, I'm gonna get 2 marshmallows. And just how kids think. And so I think it's really important to understand that you may be sacrificing right now, but it's all for the greater good of what you're gonna achieve and accomplish and be rewarded with down the road. What's amazing about the Marshmallow Test is they studied this group of kids. Over a decade goes by, and they look at their quality of life. They look at their net worth. They look at their relationships that they have with their spouses. There was less divorce, better quality of life, higher net worth, overall just a better standard of living. And so it's just a great example of not going for the instant gratification and understanding that we can wait to get things down the road. So my challenge would be to become very self-aware. And when I do that, I figure out what in my life is not serving me. What are some bad habits that I have that I need to replace with good habits in order to serve my life and all the goals and everything that I want to achieve? And so make a list, maybe 3 to 4 things that right now are not serving you. Some examples would be TV watching. Maybe there's too much watching of TV or Netflix or what have you right now that's taking away from time on personally growing or growing your business or spending time communicating and talking to your team or your family or what have you. Maybe it's financially, maybe it's really time to look inward and see, how am I spending my money? And is that serving me? Maybe there's areas that we can cut back on or what have you. My dad, his story was about a material item, something that wasn't serving him, so he replaced it with the truck that he bought in order to better his career, and then got the car back later. I would just write a list and figure out what is it that I could maybe replace or take away, and then man, all the good stuff's gonna come to you down the road. So thanks again for tuning into my channel. So excited to be with you today, excited for the next episode, and take care.